you look closely here at the end of Suzuki Book 1 for the cello, we have a 4-1-4-2 pattern. This is an arpeggio. It's something that you should know. An arpeggio is the very first, third, and fifth quality of any diatonic Ionian scale, or simply put in modern sense, a major scale. So an arpeggio, any major one-octave arpeggio, can be played with a 4-1-4-2 finger pattern. It's essential that you also understand that the 1 remains on the middle string. For instance, right here, we're doing the second octave of the 2-octave arpeggio. Remain your first finger in the middle string. It doesn't move. This is an essential skill. And be wary to not let your second finger go up. I think my second finger was a little high. You can play any major one-octave arpeggio with this fingering. So I have had this little exercise I'm doing with the studio, and you can follow along. The first one is B flat major. Find fourth position on your C string, and put your fourth finger in fourth position on the B flat. During this exercise, your first finger will remain here on the middle string, which is the G string. We're going to shift half steps back the entire time, going from B flat major to A flat, G, F sharp, G flat, F, and E. So fourth, upper third, upper second, lower second, first half position. You will progressively get your hand a little bit wider. It's essential that you train your first finger to remain on the G string, on the middle string, as your 4-1-4-2 pattern is going across. Let's begin with the first B flat major. Slide the hand back to A major in the upper third. Your first finger, your index finger, is your anchor. The next one would be A flat major, lower third position. G major would be the next, upper second. The next one is not labeled, and that's going to be G flat, F sharp major. So shift your hand back one half step to the lower second position. F major would be the next one we play. First position. And the very last, half position, E major. In order to play this arpeggio correctly, start with your first finger on the D string, on the E. Then you release. Place your 4 there, but have that index finger come back and replace itself for the second arpeggio in the third measure. Release. It happens throughout all sorts of cello music, not just in that area right there, but happens significantly throughout all music. It's essential that you learn this technique. Now you try it at home, please. And don't yawn. It's not that boring.